thought I was filming that.
All right, guys, new property update. As you can see, Knucklehead is back. It was the first rock bouncer we brought out here, and I also tore it up really bad. I'll show you how here at the end of this video. But without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys what we've done here at what we're calling the farm over the last couple months. Hidden behind this busted knuckle sacket here, you can get on our website. You can see the damage that I've done to old Knucklehead. This was its first trail ride after doing the 406 stroker swap. And I'll show you at the end how I did this and how I messed up and how to make sure you don't do that. So I told y'all on the previous episode that we were trying to use all people in the off-road world to do all the stuff here on the property. And we got a hold of our buddy Jay Shaw at Shaw Outdoor Concepts, and he brought his heavy duty dirt work stuff up here. Crazy how fast things can get done when someone has the right equipment. I mean, he came up here and cleared this off really fast. All right, the idea basically is take this hump right here, level it all out. Obviously, get all the trees off of it first, but level it all out and then take all this dirt down there and make it work for the shop. So it looked like a lot of fun. I mean, the Traco guy got to come up here and just basically rip pine saplings out of the ground and throw them in a big pile. And they came in, did all the dirt work. We got some good topsoil over there in case we need it for anything, and then made us a really nice big shop building pad down here so we can put our dream shop right here. All right, so you can see this is a spot you kind of come up the driveway and then boom, this is where the shop is eventually going to be. And we are super excited to have our own place here where we can do our own build stuff and do whatever we want, have a good time. You know, do all the merch stuff out of here. It's going to be a good setup, and we're super excited to be able to, you know, have our vehicles here to where if the middle of the day I get tired of editing a video and I want to go rip around in something, I literally just raise up the garage door to the shop, get in a razor, get in a rock bouncer, and haul butt out of here. Because that's, man, I think that's what, in the end, makes me happy. So it's going to end up being about a 50 by 100 shop. We're gonna have a little overhang for our RV to be set up over here, and so we're super excited. The next steps in the phase of this is we gotta do septic, we gotta run water up here, we got to run power up here, we got to get everything roughed in, and we got to do concrete slab before our building. The shop building is actually supposed to be delivered so we can assemble it sometime in August. We have a lot of work to get done in the next few months. Only bad thing is the price of the shop and all that is about the price of a rock bouncer, unfortunately. So old Knucklehead behind me is officially for sale. You might have seen it on Facebook. Right now we're asking 90 grand for it. It's got a brand new 406 stroker in it that is dialed. Jake got finished tuning it last week. I'm gonna fix the back of the chassis and make it look pretty again. Other than that, it is ready to go. We'll have it fixed up here in the next few weeks and ready for somebody to own. I'd love to keep it. I'd love to eventually at some point have where people can come out here and do rock bouncer ride-alongs where either you can ride with me or you can drive one. I ride along shotgun with you. That way I can keep everything safe. I would love, once the trail system here got developed to that level, to be able to offer something like that. I think that would be really cool. No one else really offers anything like that. So if that's something cool, something you guys think you'd be interested in, I don't know. I don't even know what you would charge for something like that. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But that's enough of the dirt work and all this other stuff. Let me show you the new trails that we built. All right, folks, another beautiful day out here. Off-road paradise, AKA, I guess we're calling it the farm. Our new little piece of property, and got Knucklehead back out. We've been working on this thing, put a new 406 stroker in it, and got everything dialed on it, and finally got the chance to come out and play with it a little bit. Jake did some tuning on it last night, got her where she sounded really good, and we're gonna fire this thing up and go play a little bit on the property and go check everything out. All right, so we've been looking at this little spot right by our driveway right here, and it's Wheeler. Got my little rock bouncer and training over here. All right, so we got this little spot right here next to the driveway where there used to be a trail, I guess, but they basically cut out a giant wall to make this road. So the wife's been egging me on about whether or not I can climb in the buggy, and now the buggy's out here, so game on.
What are you gonna name it?
Knucklehead, I guess. What kind of knucklehead decided to cut out my trail over here?
I wonder what's up there.
I don't know, honestly. It probably has to drop in the other trail, maybe. I'm not sure. About to find out, I guess.
Go find out, baby.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if I still know how to drive this thing.
You look damn sexy in that thing, I forgot. All your stuff's on the ground.
What stuff?
Everything that came out of your pack out.
Oh. Why the hell's my pack out open? Damn it! Alright, let's try that again. Pack out closed. At least there wasn't much in there. That's near vertical right there. It's gonna be tough.
Your front wheels are off the ground when you go up there.
Oh yeah.
God, I'm so glad I was filming that.
All right, so that little spot right there is called Knucklehead now, I guess. That was a lot of work, and we might need to cut it so it goes somewhere else, because coming back down it, not so easy.
How does your butthole feel?
It feels pretty good. I think it's used to these seats, so I don't want to sell this thing. I like it again.
That's gonna be a crazy thumbnail.
Yeah. All right, let's go play on something else. I didn't almost roll her. I was completely in control the whole time.
Yeah, that's why you're like, yee.
I think I got her on board with keeping it now, but it is still for sale. But we might be keeping it.
Unless you buy it.
Unless someone buys it, but then I might still keep it. I don't know. Anyways, this is the other part of Mongoose, so I'm gonna go up it and play a little bit. All these trails need to get broke in and wore in real good, so I'm gonna go play on this one, and then maybe we'll go cut something else. Is this loud? I think it's so loud. It feels good to finally have a bouncer out here. It's That's cool. Now we just need more trails.
Yeah, well that's why we bought the bouncer out here.
Yeah. Oh, and I connected that big wall.
Cool. You ran over some tree?
That's a good thing about an older buggy. I wouldn't want to take the four-seater.
Hey, she's not old.
Okay. I wouldn't want to take a well-broken buggy. I wouldn't want to take the four-seater up through a bunch of trees like that. But this one, I mean, I might as well use it as a bulldozer. It's about the same price. Well, I got some good news and some bad news about our first trail that we call Mongoose. Well, it's turned into 2 trails now because we didn't realize this. So this was all a pine thicket, and we didn't know how far it was from the trail to up here where we wanted to do a building pad for a future house, hopefully. So they came down here and the dirt work kind of got into the trail. But the good thing is, I mean, the majority of the trail's still here. And then on the other side, the one I just went up in the knucklehead buggy, it's still pretty good. So I got another one over here that I'm gonna cut next that looks like it's gonna be pretty good. All right, so easiest way to cut trails is just cut little ravines and valleys. And so I got one, we're up here in the home house pad up here that we stole dirt off of for the shop. And I got a nice little valley down here. I already drove halfway up it in the bouncer, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it the rest of the way. Got my little TikTok electric chainsaw. About to do some work. Well, I'm making a little bit of progress. There's the bouncer. I got it fairly open. I gotta work a little more at the top, but I think it's gonna be a pretty decent trail once it's got a good little V to it. So once it gets broken good, I gotta get this big old tree stump out of the way, but after that, I should be able to send her on up through here. All right, I'm on my second battery. Hopefully I can clear the rest of this before battery runs out. Uh-oh. It's dead too? Dang it. All right, folks, look at there. I can almost see the bouncer. This is gonna be a good trail. It's steep. I think there's some ledges and stuff underneath this, so I can't wait to see how it turns out after a few runs of it. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if we can get up this thing. That stump sticking out is gonna be a challenge, but I didn't want to cut down this ginormous tree because I don't want to clean it up. So I'm a little lazy when it comes to this stuff. If you got a rock bouncer, you just drive around it. That's the idea, at least. See what happens. All right, so all of this is trails and stuff coming right up here to where we eventually want to build a house. But for now, this is just a big giant parking area for everybody that comes to ride with us. So we got a bunch of trails coming up to the parking area, which is usually a good way to start things. But as you can see with old Knucklehead down there, AKA the bulldozer, we got this sucker broken pretty good. And Alexis is with us, and she decided she wanted to name it, and she named it Pegasus. So that's the name of this trail. It's got a nasty little route right here where Knucklehead is parked at. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it already, in a bouncer, it takes some work to get up this thing. So when it goes all the way down there to the bottom, it connects to another one of our trails. So this is a new one, so that makes 2 that we have. And then I got another big new one we just cut. I'll show you that one next. The good news is there wasn't a lot of rock showing here on the property when we decided to buy the place. So I was a little worried about that, but luckily, moving a little bit of dirt, there's some rocks. So I think this, I mean, Cable Hill started out as a dirt hill too, and that's what I had to keep telling myself when I'm cutting these hills, but I think this is gonna be a really good one. So stay tuned as we get some tires on this thing. It's gonna get broke in, and it's gonna be really good, I think. I'm gonna be honest. I left Knucklehead here overnight. We didn't have enough room for the trailer, for everything on the trailer. I didn't wanna make 2 trips, and I thought, in my infinite wisdom, that I was just gonna leave it in the woods on a trail. That way, if someone happened to come upon it, probably not gonna happen, that they would at least have to know how to drive to get out of here. And not just roll it on a trailer or something. So that was a decision I made. Wasn't a great one. Got back, turns out we had a batch of bad starters. The starter had gone bad. So I get down here, I'm worried. I don't know that it's a starter and not an engine issue or something like that. I just got done replacing the motor, so I'm already like really worried about that stuff. So I decided to try to recover it. Right when I had the buggy pulled about halfway up the hill, was about to stop, come back down. The buggy's in neutral, it's on the strap. I'm pulling it up with two kinetic ropes hooked to a tow strap. And about the time I was getting ready to come back down, put it in park, and then swap to where I only had the 2 kinetic ropes, the Yankum ropes, it snapped on me. The buggy came barreling all the way down the hill, and this is a fairly steep hill, and it literally, I had no idea other than watching in the GoPro up there that it snapped and went barreling down the hill. And this is the tree that it hit. The back of the chassis centered it right here. The back of the chassis doesn't have a ton of support because it's not necessary. I mean, we've seen people bend the back of the chassis slightly sometimes, but nothing to, you know, this end. Of course, nobody just, if someone was in the buggy when it did that, that would have really hurt them to be able to do that much damage. The good thing is it's fixable. It just sucks that it happened, and it happened on its first trip out. Definitely learned a lesson from there. I didn't have any help, so I was just trying to do it all on my own. Instead of asking for help, in retrospect, I should have just asked for help, and had a winch on it, had 2 lines of it. My first recovery on the property did not go well at all. We did end up eventually getting it out. Man, recoveries are so much fun. Finally gonna get the Jeep back over here, winch her this way some, and hopefully get her the rest of the way out of here. I am, and winch onto the trailer, and then we'll worry about it tomorrow. Jeez, it's hot out here. It's tough. Well, that took forever, but we'll get her put on the trailer and go see what's wrong with it. Well, all that, and luckily it was just a starter issue. Swapped on a new one, and now she's running good. This is the ugly part of that. Eesh. It's like old Knucklehead just doesn't want a new home. Like, it wants to stay here forever, which I'm good with. I just have to figure out how to make enough money to pay for this shop building, because that's about what the buggy's worth. We'll see what happens. You never know. I really think this is going to be a good one. I'm calling it AKA toe strap, so we never forget to always get help with recoveries and not try to do them on your own, or else you might tear stuff up. But yeah, hard lesson learned there. But this is good, man. It's a nice steep hill. This will make the second good one on property. So really pumped about that. I just gonna have to get I'm about to get a few people out here, get these trails broken in real good, start hitting them in 2-wheel drive and stuff until we get all this, you know, loose dirt and stuff off of it. Get her broken in real good, get enough trails going that the idea is to make enough trails where eventually we got enough to get everybody have a good time out here for a day and eventually a weekend. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Now we're over here. If you look up there, that's the building pad for the shop. We're down here just below it, opposite side of all the other trails. And we got a nice little ravine creek bed up through here. This should be a good, easy trail for most vehicles, not really a rock bouncer trail per se that we know of. So we're gonna get it cut out, hopefully get some stuff out of the way and see what it turns into. It's not a very steep little ravine, but it's like a little ravine that goes up and splits. It goes 2 different ways. I'm calling it Why Not, because it Y's up here. It goes out 2 different directions. We got most of it cut. It's got 2 outs. One of the outs can go a little bit further, but we got tired and hot and ran out of batteries and everything else. So we didn't get it all the way cut, but this will be a good, I think, like Jeep Cherokee Razor trail. It'll be just fun, bebop through the woods. It won't be anything like too crazy like Pegasus is gonna end up being. All right, as you can see, this is where it's Y's off and why we call it Why Not. So it actually goes up over here and then exits back out to our main trail. I eventually want to carry it all the way through. We just, you know, we ran out of time. And then this is the main way out, and it goes back up to the little field back behind over where we cleared for the house and everything. So pretty good little trail. We wanted to get something on this side of the property already cut, which is, this is perfect. There could be little offshoots off of this, a few different spots, so that'll be good. From here, we're just gonna go over to the other side of the property and just keep running down that same hillside where Mongoose is. And we're gonna just keep cutting more and more trails going up through there and just find more ravines. That's the easiest way to get trails cut in, especially for stuff that's gonna get loose, move some soil, and that way we're gonna have a really good trail system over there. We're pumped about it. It's turning out really, really cool, and I just love this stuff, man. Ever since, you know, building trails at the old off-road park, and when that didn't work out and ended up getting sold, I miss this stuff. I miss going out here and on property and finding cool trails and building it, and then bringing people along for the ride and showing off what we've cut and what we made. Like, this is a lot of fun. That's what I really enjoy doing. Appreciate you guys following along and checking it all out with us, because this is our dream property. We're gonna build our dream shop, and so we're super excited about, you know, the stuff we have going on here. The nice folks at Stay There actually sent us a set of ratchet straps, and when you have multiple trailers, multiple vehicles, and all kinds of stuff going on at the shop, you can't ever have too many ratchet straps. And these are the nice bright yellow ones that even come with an axle loop on them. I'll leave a link in the description in case you guys want a set. They're not paying me for this, they just sent me some free stuff, so I figured I'd give them a shout out. Almost forgot. That ain't going anywhere. I'm not gonna lie, when the strap broke and I saw the buggy go barreling back down the hill on the camera, my heart dropped. It sank. It was bad. But the good news is it's not that bad. It looks bad. It's like, I think the fuel cell's good. Lucky for us, we used a bladdered fuel cell. So, I mean, a regular fuel cell, this would definitely leak. But it's a bladdered fuel cell, so that's not an issue. I think we're gonna chop the chassis back here, get some new tubes in there, slug it together. New panel back here. The tail lights are probably still good. Wire everything back up, weld it up, paint it. You know, do some more cosmetic stuff on this, make this thing look pretty again. So if you're interested in a rock bouncer, here in the next couple of weeks, I'll have this one back together, looking good. It's dialed, it's ready to ride. I mean, we climbed all kinds of stuff here, climbed the wall over there, and about rolled coming back down. It was a little steeper than I thought it was gonna be. This is it, man. This is the update. We're pumped about moving forward with the shop building, and we'll have more details about that on the next episode, most likely. Big thanks to Jay Shaw. He came out here and went above and beyond. I mean, he spent probably an entire day out here with his mulcher and didn't charge us a dime. Just took care of it because he wanted to help us out a little bit on the property and get some of these pine trees out of our way. And so big appreciation to that guy. If you're looking for any kind of dirt work or anything like that in North Alabama, be sure to hit up Shaw Outdoor Concepts. Big thanks to him, and thanks for Garrett for coming out. The wife coming out to help rescue me, Garrett coming out and helping me from the shop cut trails. This is fun, man. This is what I love doing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep following along. We'll keep you updated as we move forward, so stay tuned. And as always, thanks for watching, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. So thank you.